Hello and welcome again to my space where I share with you thought-provoking topics that are aimed to educate and inspire us all. Today I will be introducing the topic of identity. What is identity and how much do we know about our identities? Before we go to the topic, please share, subscribe and comment as we are building this smart community together. We are talking identity. What is it? I will define identity according to my understanding, according to how I perceive it. There are many definitions of identity that you will get. I think as you get to understand identity, you will be able to define it according to how you understand it. According to me, I will refer to identity as everything, all the things that I get to be identified with. All the qualities, the traits, the characteristics that defines me, that defines a person, we can refer to them as identity. What are those things that makes up one's identity? You will be identified by gender, your biological classification. You will be identified by your race, your age, your religion. Many people place religion at the center of their personal identity because it forms the foundation of their values. So religion is one of the aspects of identity. Values also forms part of identity. You can also be identified by the things that are mostly important to you, which are values. You will also be identified by your relationship status. You can also be identified by your profession. You can also be identified by your skills and hobbies. Hobbies forms part of our identity because they are mostly based on social interactions. And also skills, especially if you are a particularly skilled person, you will be identified by what that skill is, like you are playing soccer, cooking, hiking, whatever that you are doing that people can identify you with. It forms part of one's identity. Unfortunately, you can also be identified by your physical appearance. That is why self-awareness is very, very important so that you don't get offended when people identify you by the way you look, the way they see you, the structure of your eyes, the whatever that they see. They see you when they see at you when they are looking at you. So you can also be identified by your physical appearance. So why am I bringing this topic of identity? It's because all these components, all these aspects that makes up one identity are very important for us to be aware of. We need to be aware of our gender. We need to be aware of our religions. We need to be aware of our values. We need to be aware of our personalities. We need to be aware of our physical appearances so that we don't get offended when people are identifying us based on those things. That is why we are talking identity now. So I believe that according to me, this is how I can define identity. In general, there are countless aspects that forms one's identity. I just mentioned few that I normally look out for, to work out on in my life, like my personality, which consists of my behaviors, how different I am from other people, my strengths, my abilities, and all those things. Those are the things that I normally watch out to if, okay, I can be identified by my personality. What consists of my personality is those behaviors, the things that people knows that I do, different from other people. My natural habits, they can form part of my personality. My religion, people also can identify one based on their religion. So you need not to be offended if people are calling you names because of your religion, if you are self-aware, if you know yourself, if you know all these things that makes up your identity. Also your race, your physical appearance, which is mostly what offends people, because some people are very, very cruel. They can identify you according to your maybe small eyes, whatever, just your physical appearance. As much as you need to be self-aware, you must also be self-acceptance. You must accept the way you look. You must be proud of the way you look. You must be aware of your appearance, the things that your weaknesses, your strengths, your abilities, whatever, so that you don't get offended when other people are identifying you about those things. So my squad, I believe that now you understand what is identity, what is identity made up of. Next week, we will be talking about self-awareness. Who am I versus what people say about me? As you know that some people can describe you better than you can describe yourself. So we want you to take a stage of your life and stand out and say, I am, I am, I am, I am. So don't miss next week's topic, as we will be talking about who am I, which is forming part of your identity because it's your personality. So we will be going deeper on that personality so that we can assist you to understand who you are versus the labels, the descriptions that other people are giving you. Until next week, ciao.